All right, let's work through some of these workbook problems. Let's go ahead and turn to page 79 in your workbook. So go ahead and turn to page 79. We're going to go down to drill A. We're going to do number 1 from drill A, number 1 from drill B, number 1 from drill C, and then number 1 from drill E. So we'll work through 79 and some of 78, and then we're going to flip it over to 81 and 82 and work some of those problems as well. But for now, let's go to page 79, drill A, number 1. So let's look at that together. So directions. So we are translating, and it gives us, we're very lucky, it gives us the tense. This is nice. They tell us it's the present tense, but they go even further because we know there are 3 forms of the present tense: the simple, the progressive, and the emphatic. Well, it wants specifically the progressive, so that's where we're going to put. So let's start with number 1, figimus. All right, Latin is a language of stems and endings, so let's look at the stem and the ending. The stem, fig, tells us that the verb is fix or fasten. You can go with either one of these. And then emus, number 1, anytime we see a moose, we know that it's we. And since it tells us it's present, and the ending is the present tense, we know that it's in the present. So we've got we fix or we fasten, but it says it's progressive. So we want to add a little something. So we're going to say we are, I'm going to put fixing. But if you put fastening, that's fine too. All right, we are fixing. All right, let's go down to drill B. This is imperfect. Again, it gives us the tense, so that's really helpful. So let's look at our stem and our ending. So our stem, we got duc, douch, and then we got ebat is our ending, right? Well, this tells us that the verb is lead, right? And then we have ebat, which is, you see that T, you know no matter what tense it is, it's going to be he, she, it. But since we know it's imperfect from the directions and from the ending that it's imperfect, we're going to go he, she, it, what, was or were. He, she, it, was, we know our verb is lead, so was leading. He, she, it was leading. Ducevat. All right, let's go down to drill C. So this should be on page 80. All right, number 1, vives. All right, the directions tell us in the future, and of course the ending gives that away as well. Let's look at our stem and our ending. Our stem is vive, which we know is the stem for live. Then we've got ace, which is the future for second person singular, which is you. So we have you, and we know if it's future tense, it's going to get the helping verb will. So you will live. Imperfect gets was or were, future gets will. Progressive is going to get am, is, or are. All right, so let's move down to drill E. So this one we can use all tenses. It just depends on what the word is. They're not going to give us the tense ahead of time like they did in other sections. We've got to figure it out. So let's look at this. We've got I will convey. Well, we see will, we know that's going to be future tense. So I'm going to write a little F-U-T on top. We have future, and we have convey. Well, the stem or the root for convey we know is going to be V-E-H, ve. So we have future tense of convey, ve, and we need our personal pronoun, which is going to be I, so it's going to be first person singular in the future tense. You better remember? Let's think. Future tense, what was the way we learned it? The clue is A-E, right? So all of them, the first person singular starts with A, and the rest of them, the second person singular, third person singular, so on and so forth, they all start with E, A-E. So we know it's going to be an A, and remember it's veham. So I will convey is veham.